This show is part of the Drowning Man Podcast Network. Visit drowningmanpodcasts.com.
Something. Hey, Eric. Yeah!
That was fun, though. I liked that.
Yeah, it was good. It was
No
nice.
complaints here.
Just the one.
Just the one.
What about Dave
I did
doing
want to
the
say
titty
that
thing?
that guy you had on this week's Catch Me Up, he was really good. You should have
Yeah?
him back again. Yeah.
You're wasting all the time.
Da-da-dum.
Another hour gone. Did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, August
26, 2018.
Hello, and welcome to Wasting All the Time.
An oddcast.
My name is Dave.
I'm John.
And I am right, and Dave is wrong, and I'm Cody. Dave.
What world are we living in?
Dave repeatedly told John and I literally, without hyperbole, 8 times in a row, July 26th, 2018. That's
Probably.
the song.
Would you say that was probably like
You,
less than a minute before?
Oh, easily less than
Less
that.
than a minute.
Do you guys you remember the?
Easily less.
You guys remember when I first looked it up? I said August,
You did,
I do
because
remember that,
that's
yeah.
that's next week's episode or next month. I don't fucking know.
and so then it
I
was.
can't tell a future.
It's right there, fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you said July 26th multiple times after that.
This is episode
182.
280.
280. No, it's 281. Even I know that.
Numbers are hard, guys. Numbers
My
are
Numbers
hard.
are hard, guys.
My confidence is at an all-time high.
Have more alcohol.
Okay. As I do, let's kick it off with a little segment. What goes like this?
I'm going to play the Rapidballs. Oh, we did it. Fuck that.
Twitter shins.
I was waiting for Dave to play the Improv Game of the Week theme. This is Twitter Shins Rapidball.
We are all on it today.
We find the top 3 tweets on the entire internet blog of Tubosphere. We read them for your listening pleasure. You are pleasured by us, and more knowledge is given than is gained. Here we go. Number 3 from Jess at Jessica Lizzle. Sure. Clown Academy might be the move. Maybe I'll get in. I don't know. John?
Okay, so the thing you need to know about Clown Academy is that their intake exam is actually really rigorous. So you're going to have to bring your A game. You're going to need to know how to kill and field dress a mime in under 30 seconds using nothing but your natural claws and teeth. Now, not everyone can do this, and so there is a specialty shop where you can get manuals and such. You're going to want to study up on this because if you're going to take the clown sat, you're going to want to prepare, like really prepare.
Clown sats are rough. Dave, rebuttal.
What up, Jess? Hey, guess what? Clown Academy is super easy, in fact. It's just tasteless cosplay, and you don't even have to talk. I mean, look, give yourself a little bit more credit. You say IDK, which generally is accepted to mean I don't know. But I think deep down you do know. You got this, Jess. Go for it.
Tasteless cosplay. Like any cosplay isn't tasteless. Haha. Just kidding. I love you all. Sorry, friends. Number 2 from Jolly Squad at Jolly_Squad. Who's ready for gold to be dropped? Dave.
What up, Jolly Squad? Hey, guess what? I am. And Frank is ready. Louis is ready. John's ready. Tara is ready.
Tara.
I heard back from Beth. She's also ready.
Okay.
There's a whole squad of us. It's something I'm sure you're familiar with. We're not jolly, but we are ready. We are ready. Also, and Terrabangs traditionally go the other way around.
Squad pretension. John, rebuttal.
Okay, so I don't think you understand how heavy gold is. Gold is really heavy. You don't want that dropping just at random. You want it set down nicely in a safe place. Because if they just drop gold on you, you're probably going to die. And no one wants to die by gold. I mean, that one guy in Antiquity had the gold, the molten gold poured down his throat or whatever. That was not fun for him. So don't have a relationship with gold that is negative like that. Just set it down nicely, put it in a bank, something like that.
John with the kink shame and the top #1 tweet on the entire internet from, it's actually from The Social Network. I'm glad they decided to reach out to us finally. At Social Bow Twerk. Don't fish eat other fish? The marlins and the trout? John? Catch you off guard there.
Yeah, fish do eat other fish. It's one of the reasons we eat fish, because they are dirty, nasty cannibals, and they deserve to die and fuel higher beings.
God complex. Loving it. Dave, rebuttal.
Oh, what up, the Social Network? Hey, guess what? Fish, they eat other fish for sure. And I like your examples, even though it's not specifically one in real life. It's illustrative. It's illustrative of the situation.
I say it's illustrative.
Aye. And also, good use of interrobangs yourself. Post note to Jolly Squad. You did it right.
Did you look it up?
No.
Oh, you're self-correcting?
Yeah. I think it's important for transparency.
Self-correcting Dave being see-through. This has been a grammatically educational, kink-shaming edition of...
Rapidballs.
I thought for sure you had just gone and Googled it and be like, which way do interrobangs go?
No, it from this angle, it looked wrong. But then, I mean, the answer's in the name. It's called an interrobang.
Oh, hey, there you are.
And that's how you know.
I like that
whether
shit.
It is or isn't.
Whether it's banging or not.
Yeah.
Interro
And
or
so
otherwise.
I saw it on the second one and I was like, oh, so wait, so the other one is, no, it's the same. Okay. Yeah. No, they're right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Snailed it.
But call me, we're all a hammer because of the fact
I think Dave's having a stroke.
that we nailed it. Nailed it.
Do you have like medication?
I do. Want some?
Hell yeah. Crush that shit up. It's a rough ride, but you get there in style.
Hey-o. All right. Well, I think that we did our fair share of good deeds for the day.
I'm
So
done.
now we can progress to
Swearing.
things
Fuck.
with less, social benefit.
Poop dick. Just getting some swears going. Getting my swear engine warmed up.
You got to make that explicit tag worthwhile.
That's right.
Worth the money.
Worth all the dick butts.
Huh. Let's move it right along, shall we? I think we should.
Dick butt again.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards, I say we go fruitwards.
Well, now it's time to play Fruitwards. Fruitwards is a game we play utilizing cards of two kinds and colors. Red cards are nouns, and green cards are adjectives. We will draw one card of each color and improvise a scene inspired by these words. David, draw the cards.
Okay.
I was so happy. It made me feel so good about
It was
myself.
emphatic.
Yeah.
Emphasis on tick. Now, the cards tell us we must do a scene based on Obnoxious Dungeon Master.
All right, John, go. I'm kidding.
No, John's actually a good DM.
Yeah, but I became a good DM by spending
Some hard
many
lessons.
years as...
There's some hard lessons learned.
So you have one more town to go to. We want to go. No, you have to go to the town. All right. So you all made your characters.
Yeah.
And you're all in. Let's see. You're all okay. All right, I gotta get my.
I know that like traditionally,
Go ahead.
my character would
Listening.
normally have more an emphasis on the perception and those sorts of things.
That's wrong, but okay.
But I went for acrobatics instead, and I want to make sure that's okay with you.
I mean, you can build your character however you want. It's
Dude,
in the
you're
rules.
the mage. What?
I know, but I've never done it, and I think it might come in. It'll probably come in handy.
I can't tell you how to make your character stand. I can only tell you that he's gonna die. So you guys are in Beginnerton. You guys are in Beginnerton, and
Okay.
you are at the tavern.
Cool.
Do you want to
What
talk?
size town is it?
Medium.
Like,
Okay, so that's like, 500 to 1,000 people.
okay, so it's
so-
like
It's 674. Well, it's 76
It's like a
because you guys.
fiefdom. Like, are they like? Is there like a lord or a? Is it agricultural
Yes.
or trade based or? I just want to get a sense.
I've read this source book. It's Beginnerton. It's Lord Phil Farrell. It's feudal fiefdom. But he's a good guy.
Oh, okay.
So he's part of the.
Thank you. I appreciate that clarity.
Yeah, he's part of the.
Your characters don't know that. Your characters don't know that. You guys, you don't. Your
I
characters.
know, but usually when I go like into a town, like sorry, this is outside of my character.
Okay.
But like
I wasn't
when
sure
I go into a town,
Until you specified.
that I can get a sense for things. I think that my character would too.
Your character gets a sense for the name of the ruling noble.
Well, maybe if I had chosen perception instead of acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm still kind of pissed at you about that.
Is it too late to change that?
You're in the tavern. You're level 1.
Okay.
You're in the tavern of Beginnerton.
I look around.
Okay.
Which tavern is this? The jaunty kobold, or is this the elvish maiden? Or oh wait, are we in the slippery goblin?
You don't know the slippery goblin's a secret. You don't know about it yet.
I do now.
Well, no, you don't. Your character doesn't.
I'm sorry.
The slippery goblin is so cool.
No.
Like they have this secret room in the back where they eat people.
Okay. Well, I won't. I know that, but my character doesn't know that.
Well, right.
So I promise I'll play it that way.
No metagaming.
I won't.
You promise?
I look around and I place an order for what? Excuse me, sir.
Wait, which one are we in?
Yeah. Which one?
No, it's.
Excuse me,
I
sir.
made it up.
What's the name of this here tavern?
It's the bartender.
So it's a non-canon tavern.
Well, yeah, I get to make. I'm the dungeon master.
You should
I get
have
to
the liberty to be able to.
Right. Yeah. I assume that there's more than what Nolo wrote about in the guidebooks.
I appreciate a DM who doesn't just do the module. Like that. There's some extra.
Yeah. No, there's so much crazy stuff in here, you guys. You're gonna
Sounds
die
like you
so
know
many
a lot
times.
about that.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
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 You've done some games.
Couple games. Yeah.
I like the flair that you
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
applied.
Yeah. Usually I DM, but I just you get tired of it sometimes. Like you just
Sometimes
want
you
to
wanna
play.
play.
Yeah.
No, I get
Just
that.
want to play.
I get that.
play.
So he says, "Well, welcome to." Oh wait, no, I wasn't gonna do that one. Well, welcome to the Lusty Lizard
Whoa.
Bar and Tavern.
Good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. I like that. Made it up because it's got the L and the L.
What's the house drink of barman tender?
The barman tender looks behind the bar and says,
Beginnerton is famous for their amber ales.
"Why? I know. I don't like. I want to do something a little more exciting."
I didn't ask what's the famous drink. Like, what's the house drink
So
here?
He puts out 2 flagons of dragon's blood.
But I didn't order that.
He puts them out though.
Like
Oh,
a
okay.
dragon's blood ale, or
Is
like
this somebody else's
actual
order?
blood from a dragon.
You don't know.
Okay, it's just because like if I drink actual blood from a dragon, that's like 3d8 damage.
My constitution cannot handle
you
that.
know, like and also like it depends on what kind of dragon. Because if it's from a red dragon, then I might be okay because I have this ring against fire resist. But if it's a green dragon,
you
that
can't have that
acid
yet.
stuff, I'm gonna die.
How did you get that ring?
Can
You're
actually
level 1.
Mike, I really like neglected my constitution roll. I'd like to rebuild my character if you don't mind.
Well,
Now that I know that I'm going to be drinking dragon's blood,
you know,
and
he just.
I'm going to be going to another place where they kill people in the back. Like, I want to
You
reconsider.
don't
my
know
whole
about
thing.
that.
No, my character
doesn't.
I have the ring because one of my other characters is 16th level, and he didn't need the ring anymore, so he gave it to this character.
Yeah, actually, would you be interested in DMing?
Well,
Like,
I just have this whole.
so can we hand off DM to him?
I'm just like the mugs were like this the adventure hook, and
Yeah,
I
it's
just.
okay.
I thought you said there were
I've run
flagons.
this same module before. Like it's a really cool module.
Oh, but I have all
So-
my notes and no.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can just
He could probably riff from those.
Oh,
I
that was so sad.
loved how he started out as the obnoxious dungeon master, and you stole it from him.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god.
Just ripped it out of his hands.
Perfect.
Well, especially since like it was clear that Cody, you were just like the newbie DM. Like you just don't know yet. You just need a chance to like this. And this asshole is like, oh well, no, it's got all this stuff.
No, see this. It's got that. Oh, like
Really good.
yeah.
And very facile with the details and everything. And Cody, amazing prop work.
Oh my god! I thought I was gonna die the first time you shuffled the papers for a long time.
That was great. All right, now that we've set the bar for ourselves, let's do another one.
Because I've never done that in real life. That's for damn sure.
God.
Never ever.
What does he have? Fuck.
Yeah. No, I completely revamped my entire like dungeon keying system based on that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You are a great DM, though, in my
thank
opinion. My limited experience. How about deadly bananas? And don't you know that's a real thing?
I mean, they are. Bananas kill 500 people a year.
Is that all?
500 people a year when they're not ripe yet.
Oh.
Oh wow.
How does that work?
It's so when they're not as ripe, they're a little harder.
Uh-huh.
They're a lot harder. They're
Right,
green.
yeah.
Oh, and they're perfect size to clog your throat. Your airways?
It's the falling out of trees part.
Oh, okay.
Because
Like
the-
little spears,
yeah,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, and before they ripen, they do have pretty sharp tips, and they like there's actually a growth that they trim off of bananas before they ship them.
Yes.
Because you know how it's got that little brown husky bit at the end.
Yeah. The Satan's asshole bit.
Right. That's actually what's left over of like a thorn
Ah,
that they
but
take off.
bananas are weapons. That's why they're so common today. Because they were used as weapons, and armies would have banana trees on either side to use.
Well,
as
not all
munitions.
bananas.
Well, obviously not all.
But
bananas.
that's the whole reason why bananas have become a monoculture. Like there's one species of banana that we just keep growing. It's actually like a clone, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's like I forget the name of that particular
Because
kind of banana.
the seeds inside are not actually big enough to propagate. I believe.
Correct. So you have to just keep cloning the plants. But there's a whole variety of bananas outside of that. Those ones don't have the thorn.
Why not? Well, it's ridiculous. You need banana thorn weapons. That's how the world came to be.
Well, and that's how, they discovered that some bananas had a little bit of a thorn, so they just kept breeding for that until they got to where they are today.
I don't know that makes sense because banana thorn weapons were what created the first world.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they breed them away?
People are always trying to innovate and not always for the best reasons.
Well, so wouldn't they be breeding larger, spikier banana thorns, like to get banana swords and banana claymores, banana spears? Banana spear. Nice.
The thing is, they have to continue to sell them for food, to cover for the true reasons. And so they've hit this balance of good enough thorn with okay enough tasting. There are other varieties of bananas that are much tastier.
But they're terrible weapons.
Correct.
And therefore a terrible item to have in the world.
So the bananas we know and love
Uh-huh.
are that balance point
Okay, you lost me again.
between taste,
Uh-huh.
which is the irrelevant factor, but
Right.
necessary.
Garbage.
Right. And then the weapon part.
Which is the important part.
Yes.
So then we need more weapon part.
I mean, look, you're especially with CRISPR being available cheaply, you're welcome to do some gene substitution and try to get a better weapon out of it.
I don't know if I want to be a warlord. I don't know if that's in my genes.
Yeah, but you could be an armchair warlord working in your garage.
Banana arms dealer.
Yeah.
There you go. Can you like splice explosives into genetics? Is that a thing?
I don't know why you would when you could just physically, mechanically insert it.
But then I can grow it.
I mean, go for it.
All right.
See what genetics you can get off of explosives.
All right. You know, I will. When I'm a warlord, you get to die last.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Means a lot.
Sorry, I knowed you right off the bat there. I was going for goofy and it didn't.
I didn't know you were doing a scene.
It felt so organic. Just start talking about it ridiculously. I was like, all right,
yeah.
and then
No, I caught on and you saw when I did because I winked at you.
that was right when I knowed you, and you're like, so throw. I'm not going to take what you gave me as anything.
Well, let's move on from that and do a blank masterpiece. So I've been staring at this music staff paper for about 4.5 months now. And I just know that I have a symphony in me, but I can't really get it out. So I ended up, I settled on my instrumentation, what I wanted.
Okay.
And, and I drew in all the clefs and everything. And my engraving has gotten really good. The treble clefs all look the same, which is pretty great.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, mostly computers do that now. I mean, even in the old days, have you seen the chicken scratch shit that Beethoven churned out?
Yeah, but he didn't have a lot of time to work on his engraving skills because he was writing music.
Right, yeah.
And I'm just saying,
you're kind of hovering around an important point here.
So, I mean, and I know that the symphony is in me somewhere. I'm waiting for the divine inspiration, that catalyst, that activation energy, I know that it's in there somewhere. And I kind of feel like if I keep like immersing myself in the context, the physical context into which that music will go in order to communicate with musicians, then that probably helps it. But it's been 4.5 months.
Yeah. Have you, I don't know, like tried playing anything out on the keyboard or an instrument, even just humming?
I don't want to write with an instrument because I feel like it's going to come through. Like it'll sound like, oh, he wrote that with a piano. Or these are all lines that are within his range of singing.
Right, but I'm just talking about like to get an initial sketch going that you can then develop and run.
Well, the
with.
thing is, like the rest of this manuscript looks so good. I don't want to just sketch into it.
Now I've noticed that you also have pre-filled time signatures and bar lines.
Yeah.
What's that about?
What are you about? Like it looks really good.
So you've not written any actual music, but you already know the general structure of everything.
I have a sense, like I have a very distinguished style that, I will have after it's written.
After you've written anything
and
at all.
I've got some of that figured out. Like I just know that after 16 bars of introductory material, I'm going to want to sort of dance it up a little bit. So that's why it goes to 3.
Right.
Actually, I've got most of this filled out here. I'm guessing that it's going to be about 4 movements. Sort of really an homage to the traditional fast, slow dance fast.
Okay. That's great.
So I reckon that with these tempi and this number of bars, I've drawn the bar lines in, filled it with rests. For now, I can erase those. Yeah, it's going to be like a good 45 minutes to an hour. Depends on interpretation, because there is some ebb and flow, some give and take.
That's
I have a whole section marked maestoso, which of course could be anything.
right. So that's great.
Yeah. Actually, this thing is really nice. I don't know if you see like how well like
it's very pretty. Yes, it is
real
a
straight
very
bar
beautiful
lines.
object that contains zero music. Unfortunately,
didn't even really use a straight edge. I got those bar lines.
So so dare I ask? I know this is the symphony. Dare I ask how the string quartet is coming along?
Okay, right.
So that's for the grade.
Yeah. So here's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, I could see how like from outside you've not been in this for the 4.5 months I have.
We have been meeting weekly.
Yeah.
On this,
but like I share part of my vision.
Right.
So what I was really imagining is that once I have the symphony, I can use some of that material for the quartet.
Okay.
And then there'll be a reference point for people who listen to the quartet. They'll be like, I recognize, that's that little jig right there. That's from third movement.
So you haven't written any of the string quartet either?
I've been working on I need the source material first. I'd like to submit my symphony instead of the quartet. I don't know if it's too late to change. I think it's looking really good.
Please get out of my office.
Okay.
Nope. Cut that out. That was not and end up meaning what I wanted it to mean.
Okay, I'll cut that out, but I'll leave that in.
That's good. It's a mystery. And the rest is left as an exercise for the listener.
Ding.
Yeah, like that.
All right, well, with that out of the way.
Ooh, boy. Man.
I'm gonna take a few minutes to go on eBay and see if I can sell this masterpiece of mine.
It's pretty good.
And while I do that, let's all take a quick break and be right back right after this.
Is it in Dorian?
Want to contact the show? Well, get out your pen and paper and let's remember the hand cramping that is writing. First of all, you can go to wastingallthetime.com/contact and you can submit questiones and listener suggested scenes there. If you just want to send us an email, you can go to timewastepod@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @timewastepod, Facebook at facebook.com/timewastepod, or you can text or call us on the hotline at area code 916-235-3337. How's your thumb hanging in there? Is it burning yet? Handwriting, I remember that. Anyway, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. Now let's move on with the show.
And we're back. We did it.
Or like Mixolydian? Your masterpiece.
Oh, it's
Those are two music terms I know.
Yeah, it's intended to be in sort of a hypermixolydian.
Interesting. So it's faster.
But until I get any sort of actual pitch content, it's to be TBD.
It is to be determined.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. I guess we'll move it right along.
Look at that garbage.
Yeah, let's move it right along. Let's do that thing that's on moving right.
What?
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
Well, every other week on the podcast, I choose an improv game and we try to play it. And this week's improv game is called Letters Home.
What is that one?
Players take turns, quote, writing letters home from some remote location, summer camp, prison, battlefield, etc. Each letter should attempt to build on characters and events in other letters.
So it's kind of like Voices. Have we played this one before?
We have not, but it is kind of like Voices from Heaven.
Yeah.
Except we don't have to die.
Mhm.
Can we?
Sure.
Thank God.
Don't have to.
Can
And
we?
there's not a set number of rounds with specific objectives,
Mhm.
which
Oh,
I guess
okay.
it makes it letters from heaven or voices from heaven
Mm.
with less game.
Yeah.
It's the sandbox mode.
Yeah, that's what it is. Good. I like that.
Thank you. I'm pretty genius. I'm really smart.
You are pretty genius. You are really smart.
I'm pretty genius. No,
you know what? You're not bad looking when you're not.
How many kids do you have now? Like 100? John, you go first.
Okay. Dear Mom, camp sucks so far. The other kids are very basic, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it here. So if you could just, whatever you're doing, like cancel Bunko and come get me when you get this letter, that would be great. This is Tim, by the way. P.S. They figured out that the rosé was not fruit juice, so I'm kind of in trouble too.
Dear Mom, this camp is awesome. So much fun. I went out on the paddle boats and I could do it for as long as I wanted. So I did it for like 5 minutes. And then it was done and it was so cool. And then in the evenings, in the mess hall, like they push the tables to the side and they project. We've been watching episodes of 2.5 Men. Really funny show. Really funny show. We got to figure out how to watch it when I get back, because we're not going to be able to get through all of it. Apparently it's been running for a while and then now it's not. So I don't know how we can watch it, but we have to. And, we're going to, be here for another 4 days. And I guess you know that. And, I don't know why I'm writing, love Bradley.
Dear Margaret, camp has been something of an adventure, I must say. There's lots of dirt, I think that's what they call it. The common people call it dirt, dust, soil, trees grow in it. There's one lad here who shares my affinity for the finer things in life, but is himself a bit of a ruffian. He doesn't, he drinks rosé. So, already he is, I lack respect for him as a human. So we'll get around to that. Maybe we can refine him a little bit. There's a very exuberant youth, who is afraid of the water. He was adamant to be allowed into it, and then he scrambled back out the moment, screaming about the monsters and sharks and wetness. And I tuned him out immediately. It was dreadful. Hopefully the food will fare better in the next several nights. The chili slop surprise was dreadful to say the least. I vomited it up almost immediately. Luckily, I got out of the way of any of the campers, and so nobody got vomited on. But I must say, I hate running this place, and I cannot wait for it to end.
Dear Mom, so my cabin mate Bradley really sucks, a lot. He's got this whole macho front, but he's afraid of water. I don't know, Mom. It just, I think he actually likes the crappy sitcom that they keep showing every night. It's just, I don't know. It's got the less funny Sheen brother in it, and some I don't know. It's just bad, and they show it every night. And the chief counselor, I don't know what his deal is. Why is he here? He talks like he's from Monty Python, and he's mad about the rosé, but only because it's rosé. He says real men don't drink such drivel. He used the fucking word drivel, Mom. He said drivel. I can't do this anymore. You need to come pick me up before, I don't know, I turn into a pod person like these guys. Please send help, Timmy.
Dear Mom,
Fuck.
this camp is awesome. Oh, today I found out that this camp has a king, and like, dude is legit. He like owns the whole place, and he's the one that like bought the boats and decided to show us the TV in the evening, and like I don't know, like he has servants or something that do the food, and there's a lot of interesting people here that like throw up when they eat things, which I guess is a disease. And then there's like other people, like, oh, dude, my campmate is awesome. Like he has this special juice that tastes really weird. And he's like into it. Like I find that like that's hardcore. Like to like something that much and not even care that it makes you look like a little kid is, I mean, I admire him for that. I guess word has gotten out that I don't like the water. More on that later. Basically I did archery and hurt a lot of people today. So it's back to table tennis for me. I like table tennis because we can fold half the table up and I can play with myself if no one is interested. All right, more to come. Love, Bradley.
Margaret, this purgatory continues. I understand now what Dante was talking about, the suffering and damnation and circles of hell. However deep it goes, I have gone deeper. One of the children is destined to be a serial killer. He almost murdered 4 of his classmates and several dozen small woodland animals after he ran around with the bow, yelling, I'm legless. I'm legless. We don't know why he thought he had no legs. Another disturbing mystery in the mind of this child. He's afraid of the water, though, so if he gets too rowdy, we just break out one of the spray bottles and he goes catatonic.
Dear Mom, this is actually supposed to have been in the last letter. P.S. I guess I have the disease now too, because I snuck into the mess hall in the middle of the night and ate some of the pasta salad that was still out. And then I threw up real bad. It's going to be a lot of laundry when I get back. Love, Bradley.
Hey, Mom. So I know I was talking some shit about Brad in my last letter. He's actually okay. Today at archery, he like almost killed the shit out of like 5 people. And it was pretty rad. The chief counselor is still a douche though. Love Tim.
Dear Mom, I've decided that the way that I'm really going to maximize my potential is if I get in good with the king. So, just you wait. Also, thank you for the reading material. Love, Bradley.
Dear Mom, really funny story. So, last night, while Brad was sneaking off to break into the cafeteria to get seconds, I went into his backpack and I found a note from his mom. And I forged a letter, and I made it so that he thinks his mom sent him a dirty magazine. And he's been trying to keep it secret from the rest of the guys in the bunk, but we all know it's great.
Margaret, my time here is almost at an end. The insufferable American youth. One of them is taken to calling me your nobleness, which I can only assume is what he believes nobility are called. I've taken it as a sign of endearment, even though it makes me physically nauseous. But I I must confess that these ruffians have made themselves useful ever since we started digging time. They've been getting closer and closer, and soon enough they'll have unearthed all the gems, and I can dispense with this charade and become King of America as well. Keep the getaway helicopter warm for me. Reginald.
Dear Mom, I guess you got the letter. Camp has been extended by a full 2 weeks. Can't tell you how stoked I am. Hope it's okay with you because I'd really like to stay. Super into it. Also, the King and I are friends. And he likes the show that I like, and that's why he shows it. And now I know that because now I've seen it. Also, I'm getting a tan from the bushes, I think. Love, Bradley.
Dear Mom. So I know I was pretty negative about camp in the beginning, but I really feel like it's growing on me. Like Bradley, he's just such a moron. It's the funniest thing in the world. And the chief counselor, I'm pretty sure he's like a Bond villain or something. Like we're part of his evil plot, and he thinks we don't know that we're digging up gemstones for him. We all just pocket like 75% of them. So I think camp is paid for. That'll be cool. And Bradley thinks that he and the chief counselor are friends or something, but it's clear that the chief counselor like just doesn't like people. I think he's a reptile person. But yeah, so we're probably gonna kill him in a couple days, and that'll be cool. Yeah, love Timmy.
Dear Mom, Timmy is so cool. Guess what? He used to drink like weird pink grape juice, but now he says that it's from brown grapes because it's all brown. And I don't know what that is, but it tastes bad. So I let him drink it. And, I just get Sierra Mist. And we sit sometimes in the holes and just sort of, wipe the sweat and, just drink back. I guess you could say we're drinking buddies. And, what to say. Love, Bradley.
Margaret, the deposits were not as rich as we would hoped. Apparently some of the surveyors had been paid off or were traitorous, so I've had them killed. But it seems that we're going to have to extend this camp for several months at the very least. Don't worry, the gems that we eventually liquidate will more than cover the cost of the supplies for these little shit factories. But I can assure you that when we are rich and far away from this desolate land, I'll have several of these children killed. Maybe in like a puppet show where they think they're putting on a performance, and then we just, I don't know, detonate them in some way. They're very delightful. It'll be lots of fun. There'll be a splash zone in the front. Anyway, the children are completely in the dark. They're 100% ignorant of all of my dastardly plans. They're very foolish, and they have no perceptive skills, so I'm going to have them start digging near the lake, and maybe some of them will drown. It will be delightful. Reginald.
Dear Mom, I guess I said something wrong. The king doesn't like me anymore. He stopped showing us episodes of 2.5 Men, and when I asked why, he got real mad and pink in the face. And he said that we ran out of episodes, but the last one ended on a cliffhanger. And I looked it up on IMDb, and I know for a fact that there's 6 more seasons. So now the need for us to find this when I get home is real big need to find out the rest of what happens to the kid. Because, boy, that was a fix he was in. In other news, Timmy also seems to have turned on me. We hit the water table is a thing that we learned about. And I all of a sudden felt like the hole was filling with water, and I didn't want to be there anymore. So I got out, and I was like, "Well, I'll just dig somewhere else." And I got in trouble, and they found out that I've been giving some of my rocks to Timmy, and they didn't like that either. So now I'm working in the mess hall. And they want me to make things. So I guess I'm learning still. It's going to be a long 2 weeks. Love, Bradley.
Hey, Mom, it's Timmy. Just want to say that I was so wrong. Camp is awesome. I'm in jail now because Counselor Bondvillain figured out that I'd been keeping a bunch of the gemstones. So he's got me in like this jail cell thing that he rigged up in the back of his office. I'm probably going to escape later tonight and just go ahead and kill him. He showed me like this plan for like a puppet show where he's going to blow us all up. It's so rad, right? Like, this is the best camp ever. And so I'm going to break out later tonight. I'm going to get Brad. He ratted me out, but like, it's cool, really. He's a good kid. He's just fucking so dumb, right? It's hilarious. But yeah, so we're going to kill Reggie together tonight and then probably like hop a bus home. So I'll probably see you, I don't know, like a day or two. Okay. Love you.
Dear Mom. So the police showed up today and they put Timmy in jail. I don't know, maybe it's all the TV that I watch, but I always thought the police had badges and uniforms. But I guess there's some special ones that are more secretive. So that was weird. Also, what to say? Oh, I got to cut this letter short because I just got a secret note delivered to me. Bye. Love, Bradley.
Margaret, our timetable has been accelerated once again. I think one of the children is actually a covert operative. MI6, CIA, Interpol, I'm not sure. He's on to my every move. His intelligence is astounding. He must have secret plans. He must have something. We must away as soon as possible. Ready the getaway vehicles. I'll be there upon the stroke of 2 a.m. Hold on. Someone is a...
Dear Mom, so I killed Reggie with a hammer tonight. It was rad. Like I didn't expect there to be that much blood. I know you've told me that head wounds bleed more, but I just did. I'd never seen it, and so but yeah, so he's dead. But I don't feel bad about it. Like, how weird is that?
Can we? I feel like this is kind of. Can we like tag team? Like,
oh yeah, sure.
Read letters in parallel. To,
okay.
Like, kind of like trading solos in jazz.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. It'd be pretty fun. Dear Mom, Timmy broke me out of the mess hall. I don't know how he got out of jail, but he had a hammer and he gave me one too. And I guess the king's dead now and his blood was green.
Oh yeah. And like the whole reptile band thing, like totally true. Like, I don't know. He was an alien or something. So that's wild. Brad, he's doing good. I think he's okay with the blood.
Timmy says that this whole digging operation was actually a secret plot to rid the entire area of all valuables. And I guess the rocks were worth something. So I'm really glad that I was able to play a part in that. But at the same time, conflicted about the morality.
Yeah, Brad's a good kid. I think we're gonna like get together later this summer and hang out or something, like watch some good movies.
Timmy has these connections with people in the government. And I learned there's an extra N in there. He's like, I don't know what grade he's in, but he's way advanced. And like he has a job already or something. What to say?
He is dumb though. I told him I was in the F.B.I.A. And that I was gonna go back to work with them after camp, and he was like just awestruck. Yeah, he thinks I'm in like the 9,000th grade or something. I can't remember what exact number I told him, but he was really impressed.
Apparently the perimeter fence is like locked. I always thought it was open. We could go whenever we want, but it's not. So we have to find a plan to get out. Timmy's like all over this, like I don't beans on a Mexican plate.
Ha!
And story checks out. I had to Google F.B.I.A, but now I know he's for real. I found this Wix page all about it. Also, it's just now settling in that I helped kill a guy. Love Bradley.
So anyway, later on this afternoon, after the pizza party's done, I'm gonna have Brad just drive the bus through the fence, knock it down, and I should be home by dinner. Love you, Tim.
Nice.
That was awesome.
That was fun. I liked that.
I had no idea where that was going, which is the point, and it was a blast.
Every time you said Margaret.
I loved how our characters went on inverted journeys. Like me from like, I hate camp to I love camp, and you from camp is awesome to I feel not okay about this.
Yeah. That was a fun game. I liked that.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, now that we've done everything that we enjoy, let's do something else.
Wow. Wow. No chill. Dave, no chill Patterson.
Yeah, it's
You can
warming up in here.
Yes. So we need some chill, Patterson.
I see now.
Because you're making it warm.
See what I did there?
No.
I see now. Let's.
Do I stab Dave or myself?
Hey, listeners, what
that's
do
the
you think
question.
about that game? And a lot of the other games we've been playing lately are also first timers. What do you think about them? Let us know what your faves are, so that we can continue doing what we're doing.
Favoritely.
Wait, did I sell that?
No, that was awful.
No? Okay.
That was F minus minus.
Better luck next time.
Mm-mm.
Let's move
Not
it
luck.
right along. Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
Rutabagas are the most compact vegetable you will ever shove up your trash chute because they don't blend very well, but those little chunks get stuck in your craw, mostly for the most part. If you spit them at people, they kind of like that, and they're like, oh, it's raining men, hallelujah! And you're like, no, it's not, that's just blood. I haven't flossed in a long time. The dentist tells you, I think you should stick something sharp in there. That's your job, man. I didn't go to medical school for nothing. You did. You're a fucking dentist. And he's like, nah, these pancakes aren't even done yet. And I tell him, listen, fuckface, I don't know what kind of color your shoes are, but if you think for 1 second I'm hopping on that train to Nopesville, you can go suck a rusty nail, because that is something more appropriate than I was about to say, which probably involves some kind of platypus anatomy. I don't think the kids at home know about, so tell them platypuses have dicks. It's not a myth. They actually have to have them to procreate. They lay eggs, though. What's up with that? Eggs are squishy.
Hashtag not a myth.
Not a myth.
Oh my god.
I didn't go to medical school for no reason. You did. You're a dentist.
Oh, I just realized that I said that. Sorry, dentists.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I didn't do that on purpose. I realized I changed perspectives.
Oh, you changed them all right.
The patient was talking when he said, I didn't go to
Not
medical
just
school
your
for
own.
nothing." Cody's Words of Wisdom is not necessarily the opinions of Wasting All the Time podcast for the Drowning Man Network.
All right, Cody, you can put the shovel down now.
We like dentists.
You're not going to dig yourself out of that.
Nope.
Bunch of angry dentists coming your way.
Yup.
Now I can't go back
TDS.
for another 3 years.
If only.
Love it.
What to say?
Dude, that was solid.
Oh, man.
Well, gosh, that's kind of the punctuation.
That's the gist of it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now everything after this is, void of actual content.
It's like the rest of my life.
That's French for void of content.
The denouement.
Yes.
You're trying to Google it.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I'm
is
not, because I know how it's spelled.
Which is part of old-fashioned weddings. Is that right?
Google?
Denouement?
God damn it.
I don't know. I literally don't know. Well, look, folks, if there's anything about this episode that you liked in particular, then please head on over to wastingallthetime.com/vote and let us know about it, because at the end of the year, we'll take all the things that people sent into that and we'll have a runoff. And
we're almost halfway there.
Pick the top 10. We are well on
We're
our way.
over halfway there. I had to count the months.
Good job. Good job. John says things about if you don't like it.
Jay Hansen, his self, you're a butt. He doesn't check it. No one cares what you think.
It's okay. It's not an obligation that he says that. It just threw. I was waiting for something and I didn't know what, and then I ID'd it.
If you don't like the fact that I didn't say anything just then,
perfect example.
You can let us know about it.
Let
at
someone know.
Jay Hansen himself. That's my personal Twitter handle. I actually logged in like last week.
What?
Just to look around, and then I left again because fuck Twitter, man.
And there was nothing there, right?
There was not.
Come on, guys.
Actually, I think there were a lot of notifications, but I didn't click that button.
They're probably all things like so-and-so that you follow said such and such.
Oh, maybe.
That's what most of what I get on Twitter.
Eternal Twitter circle jerk. Thanks very much for listening.
Stick around to the very end for...
Okay, no, I wasn't talking. That's cool. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said a sentence.
I did. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. No, it's good. It's cool.
Did you want to say more?
No, not now.
Your quota is running a little short.
You ruined the mood.
I'm just saying.
I was getting all intimate with the listeners.
So, by the way, this all counts towards your quota.
Fuck.
You run over those. John has like another 500 ums if he wants them. Or those. That's it. And I've given up caring. So until next time.
It's a nice place.
My name is Dave.
I'm John.
I'm Cody.
And we wasted all the time.
God damn, we
with
did.
a heavy weighting towards the back end of this.
Yeah. It was
just like
a lot of wasted time going on in here.
Yeah, and we're continuing.
Yeah.
In that
meta
fashion.
3 meta, 5 me.
What does that mean? You said that
instead of 2 meta, 4 me, you increase each number by 1 as if the numerical value was the implicit.
3 meta, 5 me?
Yeah. Like meta being self-referential or self-aggrandizing humor. So if it's 2.
So there was a thing 2 meta for me.
Yeah. Like this is 2 meta for me.
Okay.
But now it's 3 meta, 5 me. Because it's getting more beyond that. But the joke is that English grammar doesn't support that kind of numerical increase to create a value statement in that sentence.
It doesn't. Grammar doesn't allow for it's more greater?
No, it's not more greater. You're welcome.
The boy Howdy learned about grammar today at school.
Oh, God damn it. Forgot about this.
And he ran out through a hole in the fence and took an adventure.
Oh, he took one.
He did. He took an adventure with him. It was an episode of 2.5 Men where it was filmed entirely on location.
In front
of
a
a set.
In front of what? Was it in front of a live studio audience?
No, because it was on location.
Oh, that's just lazy
production. It was in front of a live location audience. Anyway, the boy Howdy really liked it. And bon voyage.
Wow. Just jump right to that.
Good night, folks.
Butt face.
Miggy.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers.
That's live.
That's what all the people say.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. No.
Aren't you going to say that's life again?
No. Why would I do that?
Because you're a cool guy who knows the lyrics to songs.
Porcoy.
Oh, porcoy? I love koi.
Yeah. They're kind of fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot of money.
No.
So they're porcoy.
That's why they go in the ponds where you throw the money. Cody, get off this studio centrifuge.
Fuck you. The studio centrifuge. Just, hanging around.
That's for blood samples.
I have blood.
And here's a real sample.
King of the samples.
Where did we leave off?
I think we had just finished like our third Fruitwards.
Fruitwards.
We did the blank masterpiece. All right. That's enough fruit.
That's enough wordy fruits.
Wait, what are you doing? Have you written a letter?
No, I have not.
Are you reading?
I'm using my phone as a prop.
Oh, okay. Now that I know, I'm fine with it. I just don't understand you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Dave, and I'm the host of the Catch Me Up podcast here on the Drowning Men Podcast Network. If you've ever been in a conversation with friends where they turn to you and say, "What? You haven't seen that?" Then this podcast is for you. On this show, I have people come and share with me the films and television shows that have made American pop culture, but that I missed. New episodes come out on the first and third Monday of each month. You can find new episodes and interact with me over at catchmeuppodcast.com.